let's move on to the learning strategy. And how you can get yourself psychologically ready for this course. I mean, typically, English teachers do not cover this topic, but for me, this is super important. Why? I mean, so many times I found out that my Chinese students, they fail in their English learning not because those methodologies, not because of their teachers. It is because themselves, they have this deep, hidden psychological issues that hinder them from studying English well. OK， 就是很多的中国学生，实际上他不是学习上的技术的问题，也不是说系统啊、老师啊，他最大的问题实际上是自己的，而且是隐藏很深的那种心理障碍。OK， so that's why I want to talk about this. If you agree with me, I would like to share with you, if you just give me 1 minute to tell you that how you may really master English, here is my answer. Learning English well is systematic study process. There are 4 elements that are super important. Number 1, motivation. Why do you learn it? 是为什么学？这是第一个非常重要的一个问题。During the Olympic Games, or when people are preparing, especially the Beijingers are preparing for the Olympics, this big event, you may find your next door neighbor, Grandma Wang, wanted to learn English well. Yes? But it happens a lot. 也可能为了准备奥运会的时候，隔壁的王大妈也要努力学习英语。But you know the result. 她可能学了一些学了 Good evening， 学了 Good night， 结果一见到老外，先说的第一句话 Good night. It happened. I mean, clear and strong motivation is the number 1 important factor. And what are the strong and clear motivation? Number 1, I believe that for overseas study, that claims a big portion of Chinese students, okay? And also for tests, CET4, CET6, you like it or not, you have to take it. And the entrance examination for postgraduate studies, they all test on English, right? And the last one will be the real needs in your work. 工作中真实的需要。Which means that if in your real work, if you do not need to speak or read or write in English at least once a week, then English will lost. Okay? And you will lose your English competency gradually. 这个确实是这样。我们看到，如果说1周都用不上1次的话，那么这样的一种真实工作当中，不管原来的英语水平怎么样，那慢慢的这个英文确实都会走掉。So this is what I say that because you are going to face a lot of difficulties. So if your motivation is strong and clear enough, it can support you. It can support you to go further. And then second, I would say belief. Whether you believe you can be one day a master in English or not， 就是你自己是不是真正的相信有一天，你确实就是能把这门语言能够很好的把握啊。我的意思就是说，你不见得一定要是一个 expert， 但是呢，任何时候 anytime you want to express yourself, you may come up with some appropriate words and let people know basically what you are talking. 你只要能够想出一些词、一些表达法，能让人知道说你大概想表达是什么意思。Okay, I believe that will be good enough. Okay, 这个实际上是 communication 的最基本的一个定位，不是说要自己很完美，而是说表达的这个这些想法基本上能够被人能够抓住。你是不是真正的相信你自己可以做到 ？Whether you believe this or not, this is super important. Here, you have a lot of hidden questions. I will talk about it later. And then the methodology. 这个方法，使用什么样的方法？跟谁学？怎么学？什么样的一个过程？This is also matter. And in the end, I believe these two factors are also super important. Either that you have strong willpower, because English learning is a long, enduring process. So at least you need to have a strong willpower to support yourself. And if not, I believe the best way would be to develop true interest in it. 就是要么就是因为它是一个长期漫长的过程，所以要么是你有很强的这种意志力说这件事情是重要的，我要做，我可以做到但很多不是。那么要么就是你干脆把它转换成是你的一个 personal interest. Interest is the best teacher. 兴趣是最好的老师And then you will find English movies by yourself. 你会自己去找很多的这个电影those sitcoms 那些情景剧you will read some articles and then you will find out that problem solved. Well, I want to reinforce on these two parts, the belief and methodology. And because I believe that most of you guys are much motivated, and this is what we're talking about.